Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on over today. I am gonna be working on two things actually. I'm gonna work on my big glue book because it's just fun to work in that. And I found a theme for my May 2021 mini glue book that I'm gonna work, that I've been trying to keep up on, one every month for the year of 2021. It's gonna be creative fun. Hey, that rhymed. Let's do that. So what I've decided on doing is attacking my stash. There's so many things that I just have set aside through the years that haven't gotten used or have just they've been forgotten for one reason or another, and they've just been set aside. And I got a little bit of cleaning bug going on the other day because I got a new piece of furniture, so a shelving unit. So that makes you want to rethink how you're storing things. So in that method, in that process, I found a few things. It's like, holy cow, I still have these? Oh, come on. So I'm attacking these things and I'm going to use them in my glue books, and let's get rid of some of my stash. So it's a stash attack. Yes, this whole month in my mini glue book and in my big glue book. So, and if I might go some other directions as the month moves on too, but I definitely want to work this. And let me show you what I found to bust some stash busters. I've heard that term too, but what I found to attack from my stash. So I don't know, what you guys store your stickers in, but this is a Creative Memories sticker binder that I have had for a really long time. I did Creative Memories. I was a consultant for a while, and I love their products. I will swear by them. But anyway, I haven't bought a lot of stickers in the last several years, and I definitely don't use stickers in my glue books much. I mean, it's not like something that I go and I look for to use in my glue books, but here's my stickers binder, and it's more than just stickers in here. I've thrown in paper, and I did organize some. Thought maybe I'd make a little summer journal because I made autumn journals. That's something maybe. I've got hockey stickers that I had found in a paper pack, and football. They're sports stickers. So what am I going to do with these? They're going to be a background, and they'll probably end up being a little bit of, dimension or something. But yeah, tons of stickers. I love these line stickers though. And when I was scrapbooking, I used these things all the time. I've got die cuts in here that I haven't, it's a clown, you guys. What am I going to do with this? You can't even see it that great. It's a clown. These are clowns. Yeah, so these die cuts, I want to use these up. Oh, that's Christmas. I could throw that in my Christmas bin. So, yeah, things I'm going to use up. I don't know how. I don't know what kind of way. And these frames and things, that I can figure out something. You can put an image on that or in there. And just some leftovers from other packs that I've had. And I've worked through a little bit of this as the years went on, but it's just, and I've gone through and I've organized things here and there. Slices of Summer, that needs to go over here. Because I think, if I get bored of this, I'll make a summer book. Get working on that. This is a spring pack. Things I haven't used in a really long time. It's just been sitting in the bottom of my closet because there's just miscellaneous stickers, little things. Now these are cool. These black and white ones are cool. I forgot about these, or I would have put those in my black and white mini junk journal. But I've got squares, and I've got these cool die cuts. This is ladybugs and leaves, and I've got several in here about florals. This was fun. Another sticker strips sheet. More sticker strips, longs, and summer stuff. And I need to put that all. I'm gonna, excuse me a moment while I sort all of a sudden here. Boom. That's easy. Footloose and Fancy Free. Now some of this stuff is really cute still. But I will save my summer things for a summer journal. Summer glue book. Anyway, 4th of July. I guess that could go in there too. I didn't mean to be doing that. But yeah, miscellaneous stuff. All these little tiny, look at all these little stickers. Little stickers. I got a ton of them. You know, being a consultant and the stuff that didn't sell, I was a consultant for what, 2 years? And, you know, there was things that just didn't sell. And so I just reap the benefits of that fail. So anyway, so as you can see, I've got spaces left in here too. So I could use this for, once I clear stuff out, use it for glue book stashing as well. And this, you know, after I use up the thing, I mean, jelly printing, stenciling, you know, don't know. And then I went into my printed copied stuff. Okay, again, I made some prints of things and they turned out okay. So, and this is one of those sticker sheets from the CD case thing. So, yeah, it's hard to tell, but there's like the squares and the rectangles. And so I just did some copies of that just for kicks and giggles, just to see what it would turn out looking like. And I think this one is the circles. Yeah. So, yeah, these are the circles. Won't that be fun? Whoa. Oh, and then just some other printables. Just trying to figure out what's going to look good. And some turned out, and some were kind of blah. I mean, different kinds of paper, but they're not anywhere near the red I want the red to be. So, and this is just, I just got these things. I just have them. It's a printable. This is, I made this a freebie at one point. So just these things, well, I don't want to, oh man, vintage stuff. Where did I get these from? I don't even remember. And this book belongs to, I think this was a free download. Yeah, just some stuff that I've had. So I want to use up this, what's in this folder. Yeah, I think well, these are kind of, I think this needs to be in my collage binder. Oops. Yeah. Oh, those were Art to Borrow. These were Somerset Stampington and Company. Yep, that's what those were. Thank you very much. And I buy most of, if I talk about a Somerset Studio magazine or Stampington magazine, I pretty much found it online for cheap or at a thrift store. Every now and then I will buy one for myself just because they're gorgeous. And if I'm feeling the need to pamper myself, I'll buy one. But they're like $15. But you get those free papers in them. So anyway, that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to pull this bugger out here. Find a page. That's already got some paint on it. Let's do here. I like these people. See what I do? I can't find something and then I change my mind. Isn't that how we go? Lots of glare today. Thank you very much. Shiny pages from magazines. There we go. Okay, so let's take something here. And then what else could I match that with? Maybe I'll pull some of that on there. And let's look for what stickers we might want to use in this. What would go good with that? I've got these, got some international kind of stickers. And I do end up using these, but yeah, it's a challenge. This project is going to be a challenge for me. I'll tell you that right now. But while I am working, I did speed it up to double speed. But I found this article in a Reader's Digest from February of 2019. I got it from my mother-in-law. We were visiting her house, and she just had a few of these left over. And it's like, gosh, can I have these? These are cool. And there was this article in it called Jazz Up Your Brain. And it sounds illogical, but you can learn to improvise better in daily life. All it takes is practice. And it's by Sandy Lamotti from CNN.com. And I'm just going to read it to you because it's about jazz, but it's about art, being artistic. So here I go. Fingers graze a keyboard, poised to play. A trumpet rises to the lips. Drumsticks perch in the air. What comes next? No one knows. The beauty of jazz is the way improvisation is entwined with art, each instrument capable of hijacking the melody and reinventing it in ways even the musician doesn't understand. Or as a trumpeter Miles Davis put it, I'll play it and tell you what it is later. Doesn't that sound like art? That totally sounds like what we do in the artistic realm. Charles Limb has a far more scientific description. That's not just phenomenal music. That's phenomenal neurobiology. A neuroscientist at the University of California, San Francisco, and an accomplished jazz musician, Limb has long been fascinated by the genesis of creativity. Improvisational jazz, he believes, is essentially pure creation in action. It's what can happen when the brain is freed from having to follow rules and simply invents. I had always intuitively understood that the creative process in jazz improvisation is very different from the process of memorization, he explains. When you hear great jazz, like John Coltrane or Miles Davis, it has this jaw-dropping quality to it, and what's been described as a sound of surprise takes place. And you think to yourself, wow. So Limb looked for a way to study what happens in the brain when it turns inspiration into creation. Find the right key, he believed, and science could one day unlock the secret to any kind of creativity, whether it's artistic or something more ordinary, such as a better solution for organizing your day. To see whether he could quantify the seemingly ineffable way the brain creates, Limb asked jazz musicians to play a memorized song while their brains were scanned with functional MRI. Then the musicians were scanned while they were riffing to compare the differences. The results, published in 2008, were fascinating. While the musicians improvised, the part of the brain that allows humans to express ourselves, the medial prefrontal cortex, became more active. At the same time, the part of the brain responsible for self-inhibition and control, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, became dormant. In other words, in order to improvise successfully, the musicians needed to turn off the part of their brains responsible for self-monitoring, Limb says. If you're too self-conscious, it's very hard to be free creatively. Ha! I love this. Jazz musicians aren't the only folks whose brains show unique signs of creativity unleashed. In the past decade, the field of improvisational neuroscience has expanded to peer inside the brains of rappers, classical musicians, stand-up comics, caricature artists, writers, and even so-called divergent thinkers, people who are excellent at thinking on their feet. These studies consistently show a difference between people's brains when they are improvising and when they are not. So we are quite convinced, Limb notes, that the state of creativity is a different functional brain state, and it's measurable. One of the first myths that this research has debunked, right-brained, in quotes, people are more creative, while left-brained, in quotes, people are more analytical. In fact, an analysis of the brain activity of more than 1,000 people revealed that no one has a dominant side of the brain. Everyone uses the networks in both the left and the right sides, and both sides of the brain are intimately involved in creativity and change. Another debunked myth. The ability to create on the fly is a talent only certain people have, and they have it from birth. Rather, research finds that the best improvisers are those who have honed their skill over hundreds of hours of practice, explains Rex Jung, a professor of neurosurgery at the University of New Mexico who studies aptitude, intelligence, and creativity. In quotes, the more time you devote to developing a skill set, the more raw material you have to draw on, and the easier it is to improvise. The more paintings you have done, the faster you can identify which colors will mix well. The more jokes you have told, the easier it is to know which punchlines will draw the most laughs. Moreover, although it seems a little counterintuitive, improvisation itself is a skill that you can improve with practice. In a 2018 study at Columbia University, researchers showed that musicians who regularly practiced improvisation are better at it and more quickly able to change chords in a piece of music while maintaining a pleasant harmony than musicians who were accustomed to just following what was written. Science has also demonstrated that improvisational creativity is not restricted to the arts. Lim says that the idea of responding to something that we didn't anticipate happening is a fundamental attribute of what it means to be human. Humans are hardwired to create. The creative brain state that Lim has documented in musicians, comedians, and artists is similar to that of athletes in the zone, who turn off the self-monitoring part of their brains and use their instincts about which shots to take, in basketball. This mindset is also what we employ in daily life to deal with unexpected occurrences. Faced with a delayed train, for instance, we might decide to walk or take the bus. Or realizing that we're out of lemons while cooking, we might substitute a lime or something else. Everyone is creative. It's just a matter of degree, says Jung. We have this prototypical idea of artistic creativity, but we are creative in our relationships, our work, our cooking, or even arranging our homes in a different way. To train your brain to think creatively, then, look for ways to improvise in your daily life. Improv comedian Anthony, and I can't pronounce his last name, but it starts with a V, practices this with his daughter by giving her a yes day. For one day, as long as she doesn't hurt anyone, they will do anything she wants. Have ice cream for breakfast, go swimming, visit a local park. This sort of exercise is just as important to your health as the physical kind. Lim notes that the creative brain is a generally more activated brain than a non-creative one, and an activated brain is generally better able to ward off forgetfulness, absent-mindedness, and even dementia. Isn't that a cool article? I just thought I'd share that with you while I was working on this goofy page that I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm trying to improvise and trying to be creative with these items that I don't love, so that have just been sitting there. So I just thought that was cool, and I thought I'd share that with you. I hope that inspires you. Yeah, again, let me tell you where it came from. I wonder if you can even look it up online. It's a Reader's Digest of February 2019. The article is called Jazz Up Your Brain. So pretty cool. I thought that was fun. That was just a little fun thing that I found. I'm going to keep that around and read it to myself every now and then just to encourage me, that being creative is how I was wired and how I am working both sides of my brain. And this is what's going to keep my brain fresh and maybe into my elder years, a little more sharp. Right? They always say practice or, word games help your brain and number games help your brain and things like that. You get these little blurbs when you're playing your games on your phone. It says, scientists say that you need to do this game to strengthen your brain, wants everybody to play this game and everyone over 50 or whatever. So, and it's generally a word game or a number game or something. So, anyway, I'm going to let you get back to watching this. And I was just blathering anyway, so I turned off the volume. And so I'm going to turn on some music for the rest of this, and then we'll talk to you at the end. So here are the pages that I have done during this session. They're okay. I like the Explore Experiences on the title of this little one, on my mini glue book, because that's exactly what I'm doing, especially when you're being creative and working on your improvisation creatively. So there we've got that. And it's a learning process, and I realize now from that article I'm using both sides of my brain, which is fun to know. And here's a couple other things I've improvised with some of the die cuts from my stash that I am attacking. And there's one more in here. Let's see, where did it go? I know it's back here. There it is, a 4th of July page. So it's just, again, even though I may not love how these are turning out, I am working on my brain and I'm attacking my stash. So it's a twofer and it's a win-win, and we're going to see how it all turns out. So I feel like I'm in a process and there's progress. So I love it. I hope you guys had fun watching this and listening to the article that I read to you, because it's really cool. I love you guys, and thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm loving the comments coming through. I hope you're having a great day, and as always, friends, take care and God bless.